Well, I decided to stream tonight. It's been a long day. A lot of fun happened today. I thought we'd hang out for a little while. What's up, guys? There we are. Brandon Ortiz, Son Goku, and let's see. Hey, Shueb, what's up, buddy? How's it going, guys? And let's see here. Alec Perez, good evening. Does the Discord link work now? No, it doesn't. Nope. Nope. The Discord link still does not work. I have to decide when or if I want that to come back online. So we'll keep that on the burner for now, guys. Giovanni, how's it going, man? Brandon Ortiz, how am I doing today? I'm doing alright, Ortiz. I'm doing alright. Tired. It's been a long day. We had to make the circuit all day today. I don't know if everybody caught Blue Piccolo's streams and Renzi's posts, but we've been busy. No sleep, you have skis? Ski tomorrow? Nice. You came to say good night. Good night, holy boy. Hope you have a good one, man. It's like 11 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, I did start the stream at 8. A little earlier than I normally do, but I'm gonna stream until we get to rank 840 tonight, guys, and then we're gonna go and call it an evening. MVP Jester, how are you? You like the cap? Yeah, this is the one we got from Mob Crush a few weeks ago when they sent me some goodies. So I thought, I'll wear it tonight. What is good? Not much, biggest. How are you doing, buddy? Over on Twitch. New Palm Warfare, been a while since you caught a stream. Hello, New Palm. How are you, man? So, what has been going on in my life today? You know, Eric Rudolph, it is going okay. Not much. Not a whole heck of a lot. How many of you guys saw Blue Piccolo's latest video? What is up, Impudent Mystery? How are you, man? Justin Wheelock, how are you? You just need one more dupe for your Rose to get him rainbowed. Nice, dude. Voice. The Avengers. Yeah, I know, I saw. Was that message that Blue Piccolo Red sent to Google Play Store? The message that Blue Piccolo Red was actually the draft copy of the letter that Renzi posted on his blog and on his Twitter. It's the same copy that Blue had basically referred to in his stream earlier this afternoon. It's the same copy I posted over on Reddit this morning, and it's the same copy I was spreading around the Facebook pages all day. It was meant to go to Google, and it's also meant to go to Apple. For those who have access to it, it's everywhere.
I am the one who will defeat you.
Let's see here. Killer Snake. Killer Snake 112, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Or no, it's the host. Killer Snake with the host, my bad, bro. Tired tonight. It's been a long day. Eyes are strained. It's been just a big one. I appreciate the host, man. Thank you. Did Renzi actually type that up? No, man. I typed it up. That's mine. Renzi didn't type it up. Renzi posted it for me. I needed to have an outlet so that it could reach as many players as we can get our hands into. That's all me, man. Vanessa Brooks, you pulled the new Rose Goku Black. Did you? Nice, Vanessa. Nice, dude. You sent to Apple? Nice. Here's the thing, guys. Nothing will probably ever come of it. However, there is solidarity in the fact that we're all using the same language, we're all using the same forms. The form itself, yes, it's very dry, it's very legalese, it's very specific. It's meant to be that way. I've had to deal with so many people who just didn't get what I was trying to say. And honestly, it was really easy. You can tell who read the letter and who didn't read the letter. It was actually a very easy tell. People are just going, oh, all you want are your stones. You're just whining because you didn't pull what you got. If you actually read the letter, you'll understand. Pull 3 copies, Ultimate Gohan with no Vegeta Blue. I just need one more Rose to have a Rose. Oh. In other words, you don't have Rose, huh? Bummer. Well, anyway, enough about the letter for now. How is your day going? Or at least how are your days going, guys? How's it all for y'all? And Nero, what's up, buddy? Any luck on the Rose Banner? Yep. Okay, so you have spent like 1,000 stones. And you're getting like 6 Fizz Coolers and every other featured unit. I am currently at 11 physical coolers I have pulled off of that banner. I have pulled every unit on that banner. 3 copies of Super 17. We like I did the other day. It was kind of like you know, the 12 Days of Christmas. We pulled 3 copies of Super 17. We pulled 5 copies of Omega Shenron. I think we only needed 3. What else did we get? We got 3 copies of Super Saiyan 3 Broly, so he's maxed out. 1 copy of Vegeta Blue. Over on the Vegito banner. Over on the Vegito banner, we pulled 1 copy Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He is now officially Rainbow Starred. 100% Rainbow Starred, actually. Not just, I got paths open. No, he's Rainbow. Let's see. On top of that, I ended up pulling 3 copies of STR Ultimate Gohan, so he's got 3 paths open. Out, Disc. Go on. Out. Never want to take a crap in my office. Fuck you, dog. Anyway. I did pull an extra copy of Gotenks, so 2 copies of Gotenks, so 2 paths open on him. And, of course, Vegeta Blue. We just grabbed him toward the end of everything. So I'm not salty about not getting anything. And for me, the letter is nothing to do with getting stones back. Honestly, I don't care if I get any, you know, refunds. I don't care if I do or don't. That just doesn't matter to me. For me, it was just the principle of the thing and the fact that the community is always left, right, and never focused. So the goal with myself was just to provide a focused argument that needed to be presented to Google and Apple in a professional way to get their attention, to at least look into the matter and push. And everything I've heard, and I've been talking with some folks at Google. I've been on the phone with them yesterday for an hour, today for about 45 minutes. They are taking this matter, I guess, as seriously as you could expect. I don't know what all that means. I don't know if they're going to put sanctions on Bandai. Don't know if they'll just send a letter to Bandai. I don't know what they'll plan to do. But they said they're going to hammer them hard. So whatever that means. Nice hat. Thank you, Wicked Whale. This hat came from Mob Crush. It's a little piece of swag that they sent me in the mail a few weeks ago. I wore it when I first got it, and I've kind of worn it around town a little bit. I put a curve into it, and then the curve has since flattened itself out, so whatever. I'll keep it on. I like it. It's comfy. Only feature you didn't pull was Gotenks. Yeah. Sanjeev, 8 multis on the rows without a single SSR. If you do a refund, you'll be a happy man. Well, put in for it, Sanjeev. See, here's the thing, guys. A lot of players are putting in for that refund now, and it falls outside of Google's default automatic refund system, which is the reason why I ended up writing the letter. Because a lot of us were waiting, hoping that Bandai would come to their senses and do what should have been right, and that was compensate, apologize, and move on. So they kind of did the apology thing fine, I guess. The compensate thing, they kind of forgot about that. And the moving on thing, I think they started that before they even did the apology. Hey, Renzi. Hi, buddy. Renzi, thank you very much for putting that letter on blast. That was exactly what we needed. Between Renzi and Blue putting out all the hype for it, and our streams and whatnot, at least we're able to bring a little bit of attention to it and give a voice to those who are wandering and looking for how to get their voices out there. I appreciate that, guys. And Renzi, you, sir, 100%, taking a chance with me and putting your name on something that, let's say, maybe you're 50% aware of. Maybe 45%. Anyway, I appreciate you, Renzi, for backing me on that. You didn't have to. Let's see. What letter are we talking about? Run over to Blue Piccolo's channel. In fact, I'll go and pop his channel up and stream real fast. Because he goes ahead, just a few minutes ago, he read out the entire letter in its entirety. and goes over it a little bit, just because he said he was going to, and I appreciate him doing that. I might read the letter. My voice feels hoarse, so I don't know, but we'll see. Yep, Super Saiyan Blue Goku unit incident. Yes, I am. And you know what? And here's the thing, guys. Everybody and their cousin, they're trying everything they can do to pick the argument apart because nobody wants to get their hopes up. I totally understand. I'm in agreement. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up either. The issue isn't for us to get stones back. The issue isn't for Bandai to change their way. The issue isn't for any of that. The issue is just to find an avenue, an outlet, where the player base, you, me, and everybody else, can appropriately air our grievances. And if nothing else, Google and Apple, they need to step up and take some responsibility for, you know, the games that they advertise, host, and give credit to. All right, and they do, and they're going to. That's all it was. At least max out the free dupe pads for Tech Vegeta Blue. Not right now. Cameron Shope, I really don't have any orbs, and I'd rather work on the units right now that I could really get good use out of. I really don't care. Vegeta Blue, STR Rose, until I get a dupe or two in them. This is what I do with all my units. I don't touch them. No blue coins. Damn it, I did it to myself. Should have been BP, not BC. There we go. There we go. That should do it. That should drop it. Just by getting him 55%. Yeah, but here's the thing though, Cameron. I don't have any orbs. I put my orbs into units that I can actually Rainbow Star. So because of that, the other units, meh, they miss out. And it's not like my Vegeta Blue absolutely has to have 55% in him. That's not true. I mean, come on. I mean, the rest of the team is just going to completely kick ass anyway. Vegeta Blue is never going to have a chance to really wind up and be of any use. Which is cool, for now. Sanjeev on Google, and they can't refund you because it was past the 48 hour. Yep. See, here's the thing, Sanjeev. Then you need to voice your... You need to go over the letter, and the letter is in its entirety. If you go to Blue's channel, Blue Piccolo's channel, I've just dropped a link for it. He did a post where he read the letter aloud, just so you guys could know what's in it. And then he did a stream earlier today, or last night, depending where you live. And same timing though, but he did a stream earlier, and I was involved in it as well, where he went over the situation in its entirety. The stream also has the letter. It's in the info for the stream. Take that letter. You can parse out the words. You can arrange it however you want. It's meant to be used as a guide. You can say, okay, well, this is the only part that I'm really concerned about. I don't care about demanding this or whatever. Or you can say, you know what, I like it all. And copy and paste the whole thing in there, and then just kind of, you know, augment it so it sounds like it came from you. I don't care. I'm not holding anything on it. You know, ask Google for a way so you can file a complaint. They will send you an email with a link. You can go file a complaint. Within that complaint, they will send you a second email. They'll ask for more information. That is where you'll post the letter. Okay? So, yeah, it's a big issue. If you use Z and then have it sent to your buddy's Android, yes, he could. You could use the stones and then send it back to your iPhone. Yes, he can do that. Just the problem is you won't get the stones. He would have to use the stones, and then after he's pulled, he would then send it to you. But reminder, guys, all of the brokers are currently down. They have been so now for 2 weeks. So Z is not taking any orders right now. Camera Show, the links are over the place in the team. Thanks to Technology Blue. Not having a perfect battle. Yeah, I know. BB is okay. Vegeta Blue he's alright. I'm not like, yay, or it's alright. It is what it is. And hashtag RIP Dead Multis. I know. Over on JP, Dead Multis are now a thing. They're gone. Sanjeev, you don't know what happened, but when the orb update came, your orbs disappeared? I don't know, Sanjeev. I'm thinking you might have used your orbs when the orb update came. And they just go away so quick. They disappear so fast. Let's see. Personal Deli. Nate, you woke up one day and you were banned from the Discord. No, you weren't banned from the Discord, Person Deli. Nope, you were not banned from the Discord, dude. I shut the Discord down. It's plain and simple. What a What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Renzi? What a filtering out the weak process. Renzi, what are you talking about? You're gonna go place an order around the double LR time? Well, we'll see, biggest. Hopefully he's still in business by then. We'll see. There's no Discord. Exactly. Peyton, saying category is God. Yeah, I kind of imagined it would be. It's like, it's kind of down on not having the attack, but hey, it's got the defense. And the cards in that category are already pretty well ripped and OP anyway, so... It's all kind of a meh point. Even made Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly good. Google reporting system thing. What a filtering out the weak process.
I am neither
yeah.
Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will defeat you.
I'll just shake it. Okay, Randy. Okay. Let's see. Nero MS has just joined the Grinders Cove over on Twitch. Thank you very much for your follow, sir. I appreciate it. Biggest, those are the only LRs you can go hard for. Yeah. So, I kind of have approaching it with kid gloves. The new banner GSSR guarantee moving forward in JP. I kind of have some mixed feelings about it. It changes the game, and then in a way it doesn't really change the game. I guess technically the rates have increased slightly. There's a slight percentage rate increase as far as for the units that actually matter. It's not as much as you guys would think. You have a 5% chance on one card in the banner to pull featured SSR higher. And then a 5% chance for every card that's in there, but the one that's... So that doesn't actually change. It's just that if the 5% chance doesn't work on the 10th bowl, then you've got a 100% chance that it's going to be a crap SSR that you weren't really after. I don't know. Is that really that great? I mean, at least it does away with a few things that we don't really like in the game, and that's the crap multis. It's interesting. Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly is just not worth having on any team, in your opinion, because he just takes too much damage. I think you swallowed the Kool-Aid, bro. Jayaka Vector, what's up, Nate? It's been a while. It has been a while, Vector. Meat. Any new rainbow units? A few. A few, meat. A few. Revolutions Universe, time to do a multi. You can't wait to get shafted on the blue Vegeta banner. Well, I mean, shafted today means something different than it did yesterday, I suppose. We don't know that yet, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, it's not guaranteed. We don't know how they're going to do the type banners. They very well could do, hey, for type-specific banners only, you'll have a greater chance at pulling the, you know, the featured units in these banners than the unfeatured units. They could do a little, swap, switcheroo on you there. It's entirely possible. So don't sell that one short yet. And if they do, then that'll just make it even worse. Yeah, I got you, Vector. YouTube channels have getting in the way. Yeah, it happens. Let's see. You pulled Jiren on a single. So now you're coming to for not Royal Blue. Not Royal Blue. It's Evolution Blue or Blue Evolve. Your BE Vegeta if you want. Vegeta. You got shafted with the AGL GT trunks. Yeah. How many Tech Vegeta Blues have I pulled? I pulled one with a couple hundred stones. Like, I think I ended up going like 400, 500 stones into them. I pulled one. And that was good enough for me. They could feature the LRs. They're not going to. Yeah, Eric, they're not going to feature the LRs and the type-specific banners. Although they could. It would probably lower the odds of pulling one, but yeah, but I wouldn't expect it. Do you know any good mobile games? Do I know any good mobile games? I mean, beyond Dokkan? Playing a few different games. I was doing one called, it was a castle defense game. Got it on my phone. Hold on, let me find it. I was playing this one a little bit. Let's see. Castle Crush. I was gonna do a featured stream for Mob Crush a few weeks ago, and then we had a huge storm that knocked out the power, and I missed out on the campaign, but I played it for like 2 weeks, getting the account set up. It's alright. It's nice multiplayer. It's pretty easy to hop into. It's got good growth to it, and it's easy. It's just a castle defense game, but I enjoyed it. Beyond that, I don't do a lot of other gaming. Let's see if you didn't know, for this day on JP. Yeah. Yeah, zombie, that's what we're talking about. Good mobile game. FGO? Okay, I should well, in that case, Vector, or no, Zombie. I guess with that logic, instead of calling them Super Saiyans, I should just call them Golden Hair Aryan Warriors, just because it sounds cooler. Let's call it whatever we want to call things, just because we like the sound of them. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get ourselves up a... No. Find her and grab the orbs today. Make sure I grab those orbs at the end. You pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku and GT Goku in the same multi. Sadly, give this to you. I hear you, dude. I hear you, Vector. Getting 100% on Super Saiyan 4 Goku and then pulling dupes. That sucks. I mean, kind of felt that way with Cooler. Ended up screwing myself over with Cooler. 11 pulls, I only needed 4 of them. Oh well, I fed the SSRs into the AGL World Tournament Cooler, and now he's officially SA10 and finished. How's my day been? Michael Ortega, my day has been hectic, busy, crazy. For those who haven't gone over to Blue Piccolo's stream or channel, check out the video he posted a little while ago dealing with the issue plaguing global. I kind of stirred the pot today. It's all me. I wrote a letter for the community to use for complaints, not to Bandai. Dear God, Bandai is like the worst place to actually file any complaints to, but to Google and to Apple, and to talk with folks on the phone and use the words I'm writing to voice your complaint about the game. What, the Golden Hair Aryan Warriors? Yeah, I figured you would. Damn it. You would save up Super Saiyan 4 Goku extra copies for the future? Nah, that's a silly idea. The whole concept of burning box space just to hold on to SSRs that will probably maybe work for you one day to help out. I don't know. I mean, I did for Vegito. I had like 6 copies of Vegito just floating around, and I guess that helped out with the super attack to some extent, but wouldn't you be better off just grabbing all the other Kais that you can get for summoning and just keep them in your box, and then use them whenever you want on anything, instead of 600 copies of cards that you're not going to have any use for? I mean, it's kind of like, this is the idea that a pawn shop has to deal with too, right? They have to decide, well, do we really want to hold on to this? We may not be able to sell it for 2 years, and meanwhile it's just going to sit in our shop, lose value, and just kind of decay over time. I mean, here's the other thing too, guys. With the advent of the farmable Sleeping Elder Kai, is it really absolutely necessary to keep dupe copies of cards that you want, that you don't really need? When, in theory, any card you can max super attack now, which is a little bit of grinding. I don't know. I think keeping dupe copies of anything at this point is starting to go downhill. It's getting a little blasé. I just done 4 multis on the Vegeta Blue banner. And you got trash, no Vegeta Blue. Well, you really honestly expected Vegeta Blue and 200 stones, dude? Come on. Hello, DD Gamer. What's up, dude? Hey, Slater. What's up? Slater Senpai! Slater, head over to Blue Piccolo's channel and take a look at the video he posted a little while ago. I wrote a letter to the community today. And give me your thoughts on it. Same 4 multis. No Vegeta Blue. Feel the pain. Rip. Sanjeev, you're only summoning for Realm of God units if they give GSSR on type banners. You have to try and get LR beers. I got you, man. 6 multis, 2 Vegeta Blues, and 2 Super Saiyan 3 Gokus. Well, I got it. I ended up getting a couple Super Saiyan 3 Gokus. I sold them to Baba. I had no reason to really care about them. Yeah, Slater, it's not really anything to do with JP versus Global. It's more using what's happening in JP to help Global. And it's not bitching and complaining to Bandai. It's not bitching, complaining to the player base. It's more, hey, here's the education. We need to take this to Google and Apple and use them and their resources to help fight the good fight for us. Who knows if anything will ever actually come of it, but right now, none of us have a voice. And at the very least, this might, you know, bring a little attention to something. Maybe get one paper pusher to look into it, and maybe even something might get said to Bandai at some point from a source that can actually put a little pressure on Bandai to help us. That's all it is. Like the letter he wrote? Aw, thank you very much, Vicious Panda. Appreciate it. If you have a PC or a laptop, you suggest using Nox Player. It's pretty good. Nah, I'm good. I'm happy with what I got. Did 8 multis and no SSRs. You were pretty pissed on the day. See, I'm actually playing from my phone, and that's good enough for me. That way I don't have to sit there and try to click crap from my phone. I don't want to use an emulator. That's silly. That is silly. And actually, most of the time I'm pretty wireless as well. It's just I've got it set up right now to run directly from the cable link. You just got Vegeta Blue on a yellow single? Sorry about the caps. MG! I said that before you go over to the video. Yep. You were talking to some people on the Truth's video about JP versus Cody. See, and that's the thing. I wrote my letter this morning about an hour before the Truth posted his video. I started posting crap everywhere on Reddit, over on the Facebook pages. Blue Piccolo got his hands on it. Renzi got his hands on it. Thank you, Renzi. And you know, really kind of blew it up for us. And then I noticed that that Truth kind of made a video that I don't want to say it's against what I wrote. I don't want to say what I wrote undermines what his video. I just want to say that I think our two perspectives are both the respected, flushed out arguments of opposite sides. Okay? I mean, there's absolutely no reason to discredit anything that he said. And even though I welcome folks challenging what I say, you can go through my statements with a fine-tooth comb. It's pretty airtight. And I stand by them. So, you know, it takes a little bit of threading to walk the fine line. And I know a lot of us have a hard time doing that. You're just gonna go send the whole letter to Google. It's all good. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, just send it all over to Google and I think one user on Reddit kind of summed it up perfectly because they were unable to get any kind of refunds because they were outside the period as well. But they still didn't mind. They wanted to send the letter over because they just felt that even if they weren't going to get any refunds, they knew full well there was probably no chance of it happening. They were happy to voice their opinion, and they liked the fact that they were able to get something out there that would probably be seen and taken seriously. And even if it was just a drop in the bucket, the hope and the idea is that if enough of us drops get together, eventually that bucket might flow over and something might get done. And that's the idea. So, we hit it hard. I gotta thanking Renzi for pushing it for us. Gotta thank Blue for making not one but two videos on it today, and really hyping it up, and really going into detail, having me on the stream, answering questions, you know, giving opinions out to guys who weren't entirely sure what was going on. And it helps. And I get it. When you guys see the letter, and you see maybe Renzi's post, the title of it, you think, oh, okay, I know what this is about. We've seen it 100 times before. And then you just, you know, I've had a lot of guys, you know, just going off on me, telling me, oh, I'm just a sore loser. I'm a whale who can't pull what he wants, and he's pissed at his life choices. And they're like, and you just look at it and go, you know what? I guarantee you haven't even looked at the letter. I promise you haven't even read the letter yet. And sure enough, as soon as they read it, I go, okay, it makes more sense. I didn't, you know, it's like, I'm not sitting there bitching, complaining about the game, not getting 300 stones, not doing this, not doing that. You know, it's got nothing to do with that. It's more, hey, something happened in the game. Bandai's trying to sweep it under the rug. Something really is odd going on here. There's nothing we can do to do anything about it. They'll just ignore the player base. But Google Play and Apple, with enough push, they may decide to look into it. Patron Ramiro, what is up? What is my dream car? My dream car? Probably like a Shelby Cobra, like a GT. I've always loved that kind of, that little boxer style, that little yeah, little two-door coupe. I love those cars, little roadsters. I would love a little roadster. So probably a Shelby GT, but something I can work on. I love working on cars too. Obregon, what's up? Are you late? Not really, man. I'm just grinding out rank and bitching and complaining, like usual. Where did I post the letter? Armand, if you go to Renzi, do you want to, if you're still in the stream, Renzi, do you want to post a link to your blog? Feel free to. Renzi went ahead and posted my letter to his blog. He also shared it on his Twitter feed. If you guys know Renzi's Twitter feed, the DBZ Twitter feed, or Renziland, his blog, feel free to go there. Otherwise, go to Blue Piccolo's channel. He has it posted in two different locations there. He has a video where he reads through the whole letter, and then he has another video where where we did a live stream answering questions, and the letter itself is posted in the comments, or not the comments, but the video information part. This has nothing to do with me bringing viewers into the stream. It has nothing to do with advertising for myself. It has nothing with me getting stones back from Bandai. It's nothing to do with any of that. This is just, I see so much misinformation going around, not enough centrified arguments, and no clear organization. So I decided just to help the community out. Oh yeah, people just need to read it before they talk. That's it. That's all there is to it. King Vegeta, what's up, man? You're willing to bet money. You haven't done anything with the drawings essentially. Vector, I have not, man. I'm not gonna lie. I ended up abandoning all of that, and I'm sorry. The stream has just taken on a different path in the last couple of months, and I'll be the first to apologize. I mean, that's all I can do, right? I did see your drawings, I did like your drawings, so I'm not gonna lie, they were good. And when we kind of come together with a new clear path, at least for another few months, maybe we'll still do something with it. I really do want to get some kind of merch line set up, but we'll see. El Patron, your dream car is a Terminator Cobra. Sanjeev, your dream car is an illusion. Ooh. Pubes! Are you not gonna summon for Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta on Japan? No. Guys, I just don't play JP. It's just not my scene. Never has been. In fact, I've only logged into JP 3 times in the last 3 weeks. I just don't go in very often anymore. Just no interest on my part. I know, gasp. Who would have ever thunked it? Let's see, you're gonna do the World Tournament? Nice. After $50, you got a lot of featured villains, including Rose, but he doesn't hit that hard. I don't know what's wrong with the team. Or is he supposed to hit 500, 800k? He should be hitting harder than that. You got him at, say, 10. What team are you running? Are you running the correct team where he's got, like, all rainbows and all that? I mean, one copy by himself, 800k is still pretty good for one copy. Slater, it's just crazy how JP players are just like global players. Are, yep, bitching and whining, but all we want is just equal treatment. Yep, that's all, please. And Slater, that is exactly the point of the letter. And it's not, hey, well, global gets a few things here, and JP gets a few things here, and there's a few small, minor, glitchy differences between the two versions. It's something we can just all live with. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking with a major procedural issue within the game that has occurred. And it's, I'm going to even take the fairness aspect out of it. And that's, you have a treatment of one version here versus the treatment of the second class version over here. Most of the time, they're separate but equal. But every once in a while, the exact same things happen between the two versions, and one version gets a preferential treatment in a timely manner, and the other version gets ignored. And in this particular case, it's the reason why I decided to go to fight, go to bat for it. Why I decided to finally speak out, because this is actually a good case to stand up on and fight. And we're not fighting to get stones. We're not fighting to get refunds. The refunds and the stones and the requests, that's just to get Google's attention. We know we're probably not going to get very much back. Some people might, some people might not. That doesn't concern me at all. What concerns me is creating a cohesive statement that we can all stand behind and all, come together with, and use that to put pressure on Google and Apple to fight on our behalves, because they're supposed to. They are supposed to be there. Their terms of services are in place to protect Google and Apple, but also to protect the player base. And right now, the player base in global has been taken advantage of, and in a way that we can document and push back with. You have to have every color type. Exactly. King Vegeta, you are 100% right. To get Rose to work properly, you have to have AGL, Tech, Physical, Intelligence, and STR all on one team. Here, I'll give you an example. Here's my STR team. I have 3 STRs. Friend STR, my STR Rose, Super Saiyan, LR Broly. I have a Tech, I have a Physical, I have an AGL, I have an Intelligence. I run all of them together. In fact, this would make a pretty decent World Tournament team now I think about it. Yeah, this would be a good team. Always nice seeing your stream, mate. You're gonna stay up to watch. Oh, I appreciate that, Matt. How you doing, Matt? What's up, buddy? See if we can get something going here. Oh, give me a 1, baby. Come on, baby, give me 1. Daddy needs a 1. Spent a lot on both banners and didn't pull Rose and Vegito. I mean, David Chow, I mean, it's, as much as that sucks, that's kind of the way these games work. I'm not complaining about pull rates. I'm not going to be complaining about, how the gacha system works. I'm not complaining about any of that. All I'm doing is trying to focus directly on the fairness between two versions of a situation and how it's handled. It's the handling of the same situation that I'm complaining about. I think that's a distinct difference between what I'm trying to do and what a lot of players think I'm trying to do. I'm more concerned with the handling of a specific situation. You got my back? Thank you very much, Slater. Nothing ever changes with a crowd that stays silent, and that is exactly right. Now, I am going to call out the truth, but not in a way that's supposed to be taken disrespectfully. I do like the guy. And like I said earlier, he and I are on opposite sides of the same argument. He made a very good video today, which actually is a good kind of dissent video for my side. And I encourage everybody, if you haven't seen DeTruth's video that he posted earlier in the day, and it is a dissent video toward the path that I'm trying to encourage everybody to go. I'm trying to encourage you guys to take action, stand up, complain to Google, complain to Apple, do so in a respectful way, do so in a cohesive, intelligent way, and use my letter as a kind of a backstop to give you some direction, bullet points, or even just copy and paste the whole thing. It doesn't matter. But to spread and let them know that there is enough of us standing up and willing to complain. That is my argument, and that is my side of it. The Truth's dissent, which I believe actually will satisfy a lot of players in the game, is not to stay silent. I get that. His argument is, be grateful. We have a game. We're playing a game. Global is a good game. There's a lot of good things in Global, which I've always advocated for. I've always, tried to tell people when they say, oh, the rates in Global are shitty compared to JP. I'm with the Truth on this. I completely agree with him. He is 100% right. The rates in Global are the same in JP. I mean, yeah, JP gets newer things sooner. And if you want new things sooner, then it probably makes sense to go over to JP. But in reality, I've stayed with Global because, well, obviously when you have the God account in Global, you don't lose that. You don't give that up for the bullshit crappy account in JP. So, I'm not complaining that Global is a different game or at a different point in the game than JP, and a lot of people need to kind of get over that. He's 100% right on that. That JP gets different things than we do. Well, they get compensations for different things than we do. And the compensations they get are, for lack of a better reasoning, because JP fucks up a lot more. They're the experimentation version. Usually, and it's expected, by the time it comes out here to Global, it's pretty well hammered out and understood, and there's usually no super crazy errors that happen. And if there is, then it's not as big a deal. It's handled faster. It's fixed easier. It requires less compensation, yada yada yada. That all makes perfect sense. The Truth's other arguments that he was using are that, hey, some things happen in JP that are really awesome, and maybe they never come over to Global. Or by the time they make the translation to Global, they're not nearly as fun. JP is the version of hype. New units come to JP, it's a surprise. There's the wonderment and the awe of playing around with a new unit and not knowing anything about it, And that's one of the draws of JP. Global, on the other hand, we have the added benefit of time. We have months. We know that a unit's coming. We know, like, perfect example, Jiren. How many of you guys are actually going to burn Kais into Jiren now? 24 hours ago, that would be a hand raise, every one of you, myself included. Now, we're looking at it going, yep, nope, I'll get my Jiren to hold on to him. If I get any copies, I'll go into his dupe path, and I'm not going to burn a single damn Kai into him. He's not as useful until he gets to SA10, but he's not that useful until he Dokkans. So I completely understand where Truth is coming from on this, but the other part of his argument is, hey, Global gets it good enough that if we do kind of get fucked up the ass, pardon the rather vulgarity there, but if we do, then it's fine. We can just take it. And we shouldn't complain, because if you've played Global as long as I have, or other Dokkan players have, you should be used to it by now. The domestic violence shouldn't be that bad. The bruises should have healed over. You should have absolutely no problem taking it every time, because, I mean, come on, if you didn't want it, then why are you still playing it? That's an argument I can't stand behind. But I can understand why a lot of players can, because they're afraid they're going to lose the accounts, they're afraid that Global might shut down, they're afraid that Google and Apple might overreact. I mean, I've seen a lot of people in their reasoning today. And I get it. There's a lot of fear behind it. But, Slater, like you said a minute ago, if we sit around and do nothing, and I mean nothing as far as beyond bitching and complaining to the Facebook page for Bandai, if we sit around and do nothing, nothing will ever get done. Nothing may still get done if we complain appropriately to Google and Apple, but at the very least, we have done something. Without sounding like a broken record, isn't that all we can do? I gotta go let the dogs out real quick, guys. I'll read your comments while I'm letting the dogs out. Biggest, have a wonderful night, man. You get that work laptop security fixed and finalized, dude. And let's see, what else we got here? Well, I mean, I don't have to be absolutely right. I want you guys to look at my take on it. I want you guys to look at the truth's take. I don't expect you guys to come back and say, Nate, I agree with 100% everything that you're saying. I expect you guys to come back and say, you know, I've listened to Truth. I've listened to you. I know the situation a little bit. I feel informed. I feel this. Or I'm going to go at it from a different angle. You know? I like what you've posted. I like what you've written. I'm gonna take a few ideas from from your letter, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna I think it'll help me form a letter of my own that I can send to Bandai, complaining about what I want to, or not Bandai, but Google or Apple, complaining about what needs to be done from my view. That's more what I want. I'm not looking for yes men. I'm not looking for a group of followers who will blindly follow me. Again. Enlightenment philosophy, guys. Question with boldness the existence of even the existence of God. For if there is a God, then truly he would rather we question his existence than follow him out of blind faith or even blind fear. So question with boldness everything that you hear, even the things that I say, even if they make sense to you. Question my motives, question where I'm coming from. Look into it, do your own research, come together with your own opinions. You may mirror a lot of what I'm saying. I really don't want to see any of you come back and say, Nate, I 100% agree with everything you say. Even if I say things that speak to you, there are other things I could have said that I left out that you guys could still find and decide to that you like as well. So, yeah, please don't. I'm not trying to influence opinions or anything else. I'm just trying to give you guys an ability or a tool to use for your own complaints when you're talking with Google and Apple. No, you don't have to Dokkan awaken your whole team. Ron Gaming, no, if he's hitting for like 800,000, he's probably about as hard as he's going to hit for right now until he goes to the dupe system. He does hit a lot harder. Let's see here. Pubes! The only issue is that Global does not get Dokkan Battlefield and the Dragon Ball Heroes cards. Yeah. I mean, that is a difference right now between the two versions. I have a feeling that now that Dokkan Battlefield 2.0 has been successfully tried again and to better reviews, I think this time, we may see it this year. I'm hoping. So we'll see. Now, as far as the other cards go, I mean, some cards are JP exclusive, some cards are global exclusive. I mean, we still have what's still global exclusive right now, guys? We still have Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku, and we still have Pikkon. And the JP cards that are quote-unquote exclusive, they're kind of bullshit cards at this point. A few of them are okay, but I mean, other than collector edition stuff, that's kind of a point I'm not too terribly concerned about. Hey, Shiesty, what's up, dude? How do you have LR Vegeta Blue and Tech Vegeta Blue on the same team? I am running a friend Tech Vegeta Blue. Plain and simple, buddy. You make a really good point. I try, Matt. To be honest, you don't care about Dokkan Battlefield. I don't mind. I want Dokkan Battlefield just to have something to do, but I'm right there with you. It's not really something I'm gonna be. It's not something I would go to battle for. It's not something I would write a letter to Google and Apple for. So yeah. Real C, you really do agree. Yep. No, I wasn't referring to the Bible. I was referring to Enlightenment philosophy, which the Enlightenment philosophy was in the 18th century, so right before the Revolutionary War here in America. We had great minds, some of the greatest minds, like Thomas Paine, who actually is the one who coined that phrase. author of, I believe, Common Sense, which was a pamphlet booklet that was printed in the colonies and inspired a whole generation of rebellious thought process. That was the whole idea of the Enlightenment period, was science. You know, there was this idea that science and philosophy together could solve all the world's problems if people just got together and thought things out and used the sciences and were able to figure out the world's problems. That not so much to discredit the existence of God, but to figure out the concept of, hey, how did he do it, or how did God do it? That was the concept of the philosophy behind the Enlightenment period. And the phrase I use is not a phrase from the Bible, but it is a phrase from an enlightened thinker. And yes, all the philosophers of the era, they were, quote unquote, if you will, colonial enlightened Christians or whatever, Presbyterian and all that. But it's not really a religious thing. So don't think I was quoting the Bible. I'm not quoting the Bible. Just the concept. Nick Berg, you were hoping to pull more Super 17s. You just pulled one. Oh, you just pulled 16 Super 17 3 Broly's. Yours is already rainbowed, 3 rows, 1 cooler, 1. You know, I didn't pull as many 17s as I thought I would, but I'm right there with you. I pulled like 11 coolers. Just way too many coolers, and I needed 4 of them, so that was cool. I didn't need the other 7, but you know, whatever. Proper Artist, what's up, buddy? How are you? Tech Vegeta Blue as a friend. Yep. No, I have my own Tech Vegeta Blue. See. I love the article. Only thing is the banner actually went live on April 19th. I know. Well, here's the thing. The banner went live April 19th for 2 time zones. Well, for 1 time zone for a half hour. Okay? And you can use that argument. You can adjust it. And here's the thing. You guys can adjust it however you wish. For the majority of the player base, for probably 90% of the Dokkan Battle Global player base, it would have been... It's the 20th. It's April 20th. Okay? So I decided to route it for that. Instead of looking at it for just a half hour for at most 10% of the player base, I decided just to go ahead and round it up to the 20th. That's close enough. You put Kai's into your Jiren since he wasn't farmable. Won't make the mistake on global. Yep. Richard, grinding the LR Frieza medals now or wait for the category boosted runs? He's obviously needed for ECA full power Frieza. Richard, I would say go ahead and get started on it. You don't have to do it all in one sitting. Just get started on it. And while you're grinding out the medals, grind out the dupes. Go stage 4 and just run stage 4. It's pretty easy. You can get it done really easy. That's my recommendation. Lazito, Nate, you're gonna take the advice and summon on Rose. His banner and hopes to get the new Rose or any of the new villains cards. Well, there you go, dude. Good luck, man. Jose Flores. What's up, buddy? Slater. JP is already getting their top grossing rewards. Yeah, I know. Shit happens a little faster in the JP world. Proper Artist, you got good. No spoilers, but you just came back from seeing Infinity War. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Kiki and Patrick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tech Vegeta Blue, best friend. What? Sanjeev, you do agree Global has many advantages, but the treatment between both versions is obvious. It is. It is obvious, and just knowing that it happens, the idea that, hey, this is just something that happens, if you know it happens, then you need to be okay with it. No, we don't have to be okay with it. We're the ones spending the money, and it's not unreasonable for us to expect a similar treatment. It's not. Is the money that we spend, is it not as good as the money that the Japanese players spend? If I were to spend money in JP, does my money somehow become worth more to the Japanese economy than it does here in the States? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Slater also pulling Ultimate Gohan. You finish Broly's EZA. Did it? Nice. Nice! Nice job! You're gonna try to level him up for people to use. Nice! Intelligent Gogeta has 3 or 4 links with Tech Vegeta Blue. That's cool. Let's see. You guys ever get the feeling that links just don't really matter much anymore? I mean, really. Just think about it. 17 was the only card you didn't pull off of both banners. Ugh. I mean, I pulled 3 copies. Am I a whale? Mega Reflex. I'm a bit of a whale. I go through a broker for most of my stones, so I don't spend huge gobs of money. Plus, I'm sponsored through them. So a lot of the stones that I pay for are at an even steeper discount than what a lot of you guys pay for with them. Also, I do get sponsored stones from my broker on a semi-random basis. So I don't spend a huge amount of money on the game. I do every once in a while, and I do put money into the game, but it's like, you know, every time a paycheck comes out, I can pull $100 off my paycheck and just throw it toward the game. Does that make me a whale? It does. But is it somebody who's having to mortgage out their house? You know, maybe they've lost a car because they can't make car payments, or their, you know, kitchen's empty. No. I'm not that kind of whale. Aw, Marcos. How are you, Marcos Rivas? How are you, Marcos? Slater, only STR Rose and AGL Turles can say links don't matter. Meh! I still don't think links matter. With teams that you can build now, with the passives and everything, I just don't know if they really matter anymore. Firm Broly's EZA. Thought you had him, but you didn't. Wow. So sorry, Eric. How does that even happen? Matt, yeah, you got this feeling, to be honest. You got that feeling? Slater also playing JP. More expensive. Yep, since the discount vendors charge a little bit more for JP. I mean, not only that, but it looks like all the vendors themselves are shut down for a while too, which really sucks. I mean, is it really that interesting, Mega Reflex? When I first started streaming and I had a little bit of a player base, a pretty loyal player base that was behind me, you know, of viewers, I went ahead and contacted a vendor, Z. I pitched him with the idea of sponsoring me so that I could pitch his, you know, his channel to, or his services, and he took it. I built up my channel, and in the meantime, he built up his business. And then when we got Blue Piccolo on board, Blue and I went ahead and renegotiated the terms of our contract with Z, and both of us get a nice compensation from him now. So I'm a free-to-play whale. Oh, I do buy stones. Sanjeev, I'm still spending money on stones. It's much more manageable now for me, which I really appreciate. And by the way, I still buy stones from Bandai. I just don't buy as many from Bandai as I used to, which is good. What's up, Gavy boy? What's up, buddy? Oh, so lovable dolphin. I am an oh so lovable dolphin. Click, click, click. That's my dolphin noises. Haha! Dolphin noises. Dubes. The feels when you waste all your free-to-play stones on STR Rose and have none left for the 3-year anniversary. Hashtag feels bad, man. Sorry, pubes. Hits me right in the feelies. Get 70 stones on the Rose banner and pulled 2 Omega Shenrons! And a final form cooler, an Inzamas. I like the Inzamas. I ended up actually maxing out super attack with all the with all the SRs I got, and I like them. STR Rose is more important than the LRs, to be honest. Yeah, STR Rose really is a good card to try to get your hands on. He is good. Matt, gonna be doing the World Tournament next week. Yes, I will be doing the World Tournament next Thursday, guys. We'll do a late stream. We'll stream it probably for an hour. And then, of course, we'll do a stream on Friday night, and a stream on Saturday night, and a stream on Sunday night. You only need one rose, pubes. All you need is one. I am excited for the World Tournament. I don't really care about the Trunks card. I personally really need to get my hands on those orbs from the missions. That is really all I'm after. Matt, you'll stay for that? Nice. Alright. I will be on for that, guys. Right now, I'm grinding for rank 850. I should be rank 850 by Saturday. Here's the thing. Tomorrow, I'm actually at a company picnic. There's going to be a car show. With a big car parade, something like 3,000 old model vintage cars, and pretty cool company picnic. So I'll be at that. I've been invited. One of my clients, they've invited me, so that's cool. It's right on the strip before the parade goes right by. So I'll be at that tomorrow. I'm actually taking off. I'm gonna be leaving my site early tomorrow, and then going to that. If I stream, I'm gonna be dead tired tomorrow night, but we'll see if I stream tomorrow night or not. But my goal tomorrow is probably to be around rank 844, I think. And then Saturday is this car show. And like I've told you guys, I'm gonna be busy all day Saturday. I'm gonna be doing photos of old vintage cars. I make a lot of money during this thing. It's a one-day-a-year thing. I set up a booth. I've got, you know, my step ladder and all my equipment, and I go around and take photos of these cars, and they pay me pretty good money. It's like 50 bucks a car, and I just sent out a print to them the next week. It's a pretty cool little gig that I do. But yeah, I want to be at 850 by the end of the weekend. That's my ultimate goal right now. That Weirus LR Gohan combo is too much. Oh, you enjoy the company? I enjoy the company too, Matt. Thank you. Nero MS. Do I think the stone sellers? I don't know. By the rose, I think they should be back up before the rose banner ends, but honestly, I don't really know. I'll just be as honest as I can. It is an unknown quantity for me at this time. We'll see. I hope they are. Oh, you're not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them? Yeah, it really isn't. One of your friends has a Rainbow STR Omega Shenron. And his name is STR Rose, please. That's awesome. I love it. Well, I know I don't have to stream every day, Matt, but I do like streaming. I was thinking more like, I don't know how I'm going to be doing my rank grinding, because I really want to get to 850 as soon as possible. That was my rank grind goal for this 3x period. I'm kind of moving a little faster than I thought I would. Originally, I thought I'd be doing about 2 ranks a day, because I didn't think I was going to have that many dragon stones. I figured I'd be able to buy 5 stones a day from the sale, maybe get an additional 1 or 2 during the week from the login bonuses, and with that I might be able to get 2 to 3 ranks a day, and that was kind of what I was thinking. I've been averaging about 4 to 5. Honestly, this morning I started off at 435. I rolled over this morning at 435. So now I'm just at the cusp at 440. That's like 16.5 million EXP every day. It's disgusting. Can somebody see what rank that would be if you started at rank 1? Where would 16.5 million EXP get me? I think it's like, what, rank 70 or something? So I just relax and take it look, I did that one already. Chicey. If you had $5 to $10, you'd spam every banner. Yeah. Okay, so according to Z, the stone vendors right now are shut out of the process later. Google is in the middle of some kind of update, and the update is preventing them from doing what they've been doing. Blue and I have been trying to put kind of a finger on it. It looks to us like maybe Google has kind of closed off the loophole, and the vendors are trying to find a workaround. We'll see. We kind of, you know, we all knew eventually that would probably happen, and it's been over a year, so, you know, Z's working on it. He seems to think that he can get his services back up and running. We'll see. King Vegeta, what will I do when I hit max rank? First max rank global player. Nice. What do I do when I hit max rank? I can tell you what I'm not going to do. Grind rank anymore. Nate, what are you going to do when you when you finish grinding rank? Not grind rank anymore. Start saving money on stones. Because I won't be burning them for rank anymore. That's what I'm going to do. I'm almost at 300 EXP per rank now. Or 300 total, not EXP, but 300 stamina per stamina bar. That's just sick and disgusting. I love it. I love every piece of it. Let's see. If Google found out the loophole for that, then can they answer staff concerns? We'll see. We'll see, Slater. That's why I encourage everybody to get refunds. I mean, it's like normally refunds don't really apply to me because I go through a vendor. You know, I've had people go, "Oh, you're just a whale, and you're just trying to get all your money back." I'm like, not really. I go through a stone vendor, so you know, I can't just, "Oh, Z, I want a refund because I didn't get what I wanted to pull." It doesn't work that way. I spend my money on stones, and I don't get there's no way I can get a refund. So, yeah. Unless Z fucks up and I don't get my stones, or I don't get what I pay for, I can't get a refund. That part's always made me laugh. Hey guys, I got about 46 watching right now. I don't know what that breaks up to with YouTube and Twitch, but if you are on YouTube right now, please, please, for the love of God, smash that like button for me. Give the stream a little bit of love. I would 100% appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Always, always appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, consider subbing. You don't have to. I mean, it's like breathing. You don't have to breathe. Right? I mean, nothing ever bad came from not breathing. So, you don't have to sub to the channel. I mean, if you want to live, you might want to. But you don't have to. And no, that was not a low-key threat. That was just plain and simple. When Nate thinks he's funny, but really he's not. Nero, you see PayPal is selling Google Play cards. If you buy $15 one, you can get $4 for DOKKAN. Yeah. I'm almost there. I'm getting there, King Vegeta. I mean, the path gets steeper and steeper. The hill gets higher and higher. We're almost at 3.5 million EXP for every rank. Oop, that'll work. For every rank that we use. But hey, Brandon Grant, what's up, man? And it's 4.5 million rank or EXP per rank when you get toward the end of the rank grind. So we're only 1 million away. We are only a cool 1 million EXP per rank away from being finished. Brandon Grant, long time no see, motherfucker. Hey, Brandon Grant. Connor, how do you like? Is me. How do you like that? Is me. Okay. El Patron. Do the stone vendors be bullshitting sometimes? No. No. Nope. At least mine doesn't. I trust Z. My guy Z is actually a very good guy. He's very trustworthy. He doesn't bullshit. He makes too much money off of us to bullshit. So I feel we can trust him. And do they steal your accounts? If you find one that's a good one, no, they don't. They make too much money to steal your accounts. How am I doing? I'm doing good. 1,000 likes for your boy. Aw, thanks, Matt. Ascensions. You're gonna follow Stonebrokers on Twitter, and they offer full refunds yesterday. Well, because a lot of them have been holding on to stones or orders, trying to get. I was able to get Z to start offering full refunds on untouched orders for like about a week ago. We started getting you guys to do that. King Vegeta is new. No, you're not. King Vegeta, 3 million EXP. Well, I salute you, good sir. You're at like 700,000. Meh. I think I'm still more than 700,000 away currently from finishing up this rank to 440 grind. What's up, Bombay? Jim Barak. What's up, buddy? Have I thought about being a stonebroker? No, I don't know. El Patron? No, I have not. In fact, I can't. I don't possess A, the skills, or G, the geographic prowess. The decent, legit brokers who are actually doing it the right way, they all live in the Philippines. There's a reason for that. Now, yes, there are other brokers who use other illegitimate methods to get stones for you, and they may actually offer them at cheaper prices. But their methods in the past can get your account shut down. Wouldn't be the first time. Broly. It's my TUR, Broly! He's gonna kill somebody. Your prediction, Bandai will give us 100 stones tonight as an on the update. That'd be cool. If they did something. That's all they gotta do is just do something. Connor, you wanna start streaming Dokkan? You're just a little shy. You don't know what time you should go for, like AM, PM, US Central region. Make a new Twitter and stuff. Well, start out small. You know, and when you do start streaming, stream consistently. Same time, same days of the week. Give yourself a schedule. Post it in your information on the you know, in your stream. That way, everybody, there's no surprises. They know when you're going to be streaming, and if they want to come watch you again, they can. Be consistent. Stream for a long period of time. Don't just pop in and stream for, you know, an hour. Shoot for 2 hours for every stream. How are they legitimate? In the Philippines, there has been a loophole that has allowed them to purchase legitimate Google Play cards in mass quantity, because the Philippines regionally are the ones who produce the Google Play cards for many regions around the world. These Google Play gift cards, though, are particularly region locked to the Hong Kong Google Play gift store, which makes sense because they're in the Philippines, so their store is the Hong Kong store, okay? So the brokers buy these legitimate cards, they buy the stones with legitimate Google Play funds, but the difference is they're buying them on the cheap. They're able to buy mass quantity Google Play cards legally from Google, who sells them to them because it's part of a deal that the company has with the regional Philippines. And I don't know if that loophole's been closed up or not. That might be why these brokers are unable to proceed with services currently. We'll see. Other brokers use means like, and these are the ones who live outside the Philippines, there's a refund method that they can abuse, and that can track back to your account. Because every time you put a refund in, a report gets sent to the to Bandai with your with whatever account is being in it. So they'll send an account to Bandai saying, "Hey, this user account just put in for a mass 3,000 stone, a mass 3,000 stone refund, and it did another one last week, and it did another one the week before, and they haven't really actually been paying for anything in the last 3 months." You might want to look into that. So it hasn't happened on Dokkan, but in other games they have been tagged. It has happened in the past where games have abused the refund method, and Google or Apple have suspended the account from being able to get used. It has happened. It sucks, but it just hasn't happened in global, or JB for that matter. Dokkan's never had that problem. Is physical cooler worth the Kais? No. No, dude. King Vegeta, whenever you pull an SR intelligent cooler, Dokkan Awaken it using the medals you can get from the weekly cooler event medals you can get from the Heroes Extermination Plan on Saturdays and Sundays. Those medals are easy enough to farm. You can awaken those coolers, make them into a UR, and feed them for a 100% feed rate into that base physical cooler, alright? He's in no hurry. He's not the heaviest hitter at the very beginning, You don't have to get him to SA 10 right away. You can just work his super attack up when you feel like it. Bandai, you're so ready for the next World Tournament. You want to see LR Vegeta in action? Well, don't be disappointed, dude. 18 key super attack is going to be a pain in the ass to get to. That's all I'm going to say. Baby steps for sure. Thanks, guys. No problem. Skull Hunters, what's up? Haven't seen me in a while and didn't get notifications when I was on. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'm glad you're here now, Skull Hunters. Welcome, buddy. As for now, you don't have enough orb changing items. Yep, and that's why it's gonna suck. King Vegeta, nice. Thanks for the info on Cooler. No problem, man. And Nicholas Scrow, is Intelligence Super Gogeta? Yes, he's worth the Kais. Obviously, you can't use any kind of farmable or pullable SR cards other than the STR Gogeta to raise his super attack. Unless you've got like an army of them sitting in your account, then yeah, you're going to want to use Elder Kais to raise his super attack. Here's the thing, guys. There's a new semi-farmable Kai that's in the game. I would say this. I'm not talking about the Grand Kais. If you have intelligent Grand Kais, save those for the LR Vegito. Alright. So I would say save those for LR Vegito. If you don't mind waiting on Gogeta, there is a semi-farmable SR, kind of dozing, sleeping Grand Supreme Kai or Old Kai, who's sleeping with his arms outstretched, working on Gohan's special techniques. You know, his unlocked potential. You guys can wait for that to come out. I believe it's semi-farmable. It's a 30% feed rate. But I would just say, yeah, he's worth the Kais at this point. There's enough of him in the game. Also let you know that Dokkan Battle OST is amazing. Oh, Jiren Dokkan Battle. Oh, I haven't heard it yet. I'll have to listen to it. King Vegeta, who is everyone's favorite character on Dokkan? I don't know. Javil Lee, what's up, man? Welcome back. The Young Money. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock? Yeah, it's coming soon. Super Saiyan 3 BD is coming soon. Hopefully the brokers will be back up and running by now. Is LR Trunks really the worst gacha LR? No. Well, let me think about it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. He probably is. Not saying that he sucks. I would say it's between LR Trunks and Majin Vegeta. Okay? Majin Vegeta fails where LR Broly shines. Because kind of like, when Majin Vegeta came out, he was awesome. He was the tits. He was the first summonable LR and JP. Everybody loved him. And then like 1 month later, LR Broly came out on Global. And it was like, and they made fun of this on Reddit all the time on their little podcasts. They said, it's kind of like they said, hey guys, you know that really awesome Majin Vegeta you guys got? Well, we just came out with Broly, and he's better in every possible way. Just completely better. So fuck you. So it was like the biggest shit on Majin Vegeta ever. Majin Vegeta hits really hard with a 12 key super, and that's awesome. But is that really so necessary? I would say it's a toss-up between Trunks and Majin Vegeta. I really do like my LR Trunks. I think he's really cool. I want Majin Vegeta because I've got enough tech MVs sitting around to make it worth my while. But like, this card kind of handcuffs himself too. With his ability to have a high crit chance, 50% crit, giving him crit in the dupe system is kind of a waste of the gift. Because 50% of the time, he's going to crit anyway. And when he crits 50% of the time, that takes away from the probability of getting crit when he doesn't crit. Alright, so if you're kind of confused about that, it's kind of like having a big bag of marbles. Alright? And normally, if I gave him 15 crit, I'd have 30 marbles that are yellow in that bag. So I could have 30 crit chances if I were just to reach in and pull one out. But because of his passive, half of the time he's gonna crit automatically, regardless of the dupe system or not. So even if he, so when he crits half of the time, all right, half of that time it could have been the dupe system, or it could have been his passive. It doesn't matter. He's going to crit. It makes the dupe system irrelevant at that point. So if you put 15 crit into him, you're only getting 15% increase to the crit chance instead of 30. And it's like, and here's the thing. If you actually put that into his double attack, gave him 20 double attack eventually, that would give him a 40% chance to second attack, which means if he gets a second attack and he crits again, well, you have a better chance. If he crits the first time, he'll crit the second time. You'll have more crits, you'll do more damage. It's better to give him double attack. I don't know if I'm going to give him 1 or 2 crits, which will be like 1.5% each. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. If he doesn't crit, he's got a 1.5% chance to crit. Yeah, I don't know. So, I'm still figuring that one out. LR Trunks is not bad. He's just not great. So yeah, I think he's not right. He's at the bottom. Will we get stones because of the Sen Shenron glitch? It's not a glitch. Sketchers, we gotta kind of get away from this idea that it was a glitch. A glitch is a term that Bandai is trying to use to make us think that it was an accident, and it's kind of the cover-up. It is not a glitch. It was a pure mistake. All right, they put a card in that shouldn't have been there. If it was a glitch, no card would have been there. They're trying to make us believe that Tech Super Saiyan Blue Goku is the the card holder unit that units have when something's not on the banner, and that's not true. We talked about this actually a lot on Piccolo's stream today. Will Bandai do anything for us though, as far as compensation? Who knows? What can you do as far as the community goes? Not a lot. You certainly can't complain to Bandai because they're just gonna ignore you. But what you can do is file a grievance with Google Play or Apple iTunes. Try to get a refund. You probably won't get one at this point because the time is kind of, it's been a hot week now since the banner started up. But you can still file a complaint with them against Bandai because they screwed up, and they should extend that out for us players during that time period. And I have a letter that I've typed up. The letter is made available. It's on Blue Piccolo's channel. If you guys go to his last 2 videos, the stream that he did this afternoon, plus he did a full reading of the letter on his YouTube channel this evening. You guys can go over there and check that out, and that'll give you all the information you might want about it. On top of that, Renzi has been kind enough to, over on Renziland, his blog site, he has posted the letter as well, and he has also forwarded it in his Twitter, on his Twitter page. And so if you guys want to have a look at that letter, kind of get an idea of what I'm proposing and what you guys, maybe how you should format your concerns to Google Play or Apple, then that's a pretty good idea. All right, those are the resources. So if you guys are curious, go check those out. He's amazing with additional attacks. Yes, later. That's kind of what I'm working toward, is additionals with him. Just me, or would a new Baby Broly card where he saves? I think it's just you, King Vegeta. I think it's just you. Does LR Vegeta still hit hard, in your opinion, in the current meta? Yeah, he does. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bombay Jin Barak. I don't want to downplay LR Majin Vegeta. He's a good card. Problem is, he's very limited now in what he can do, especially with the new LRs that are coming out and everything that they're able to do. So, yeah, he's good, though. Do I want him? Yes, I do. Would he help out my Extreme AGL team? Yes, he would. Would he be good on a Resurrected Warriors team? Of course. Is he good in the World Tournament? You have LR Broly and a good team around that card? No. You don't need to run that card. I think he's a waste of space at that point. Young Money. How long do you think till we get GSR Banished Global? Probably 4 months. I'd say August. Thinking August. But we'll see. It was kind of sprung on JP. They've been really slow in rolling out the same stuff here for Global. So probably 4 months. Cubes, Nate, your opinion on getting a GSSR at the end of every... I mean, I like it, but I don't like how the ratio has always been 1-to-1 for your chances. If you get an SSR, you've usually got a 50% chance it's going to be from the main summonable the main summonable pool, versus pulling just the crap SSRs you can get out of the rest of the pool. However, we don't know how this is going to work for LRs. This could be the saving grace, is that they work really well with LRs. And if they do, then more power to it. I'll be happy to pull more on those double rates banners, those special banners that have 8 or 9 LRs in them. They'll increase the chances of getting one of these new LRs now tremendously. And that's not an understatement. I mean, when you're looking at a 19-to-1 pull rate for the pool that includes the LRs, oh, that's just that's amazing. I like that. And you get that every time you do a multi. Does it kill single pulls? It does. At least it kills the... But it's something that I think should have been done a long time ago. How long has it been? I mean, we're looking at, what, in JP, 3 years and 2-3 months, where singles have been just as good as multis, except for rare instances where they give you maybe a little something extra. So, yeah. I think it's long overdue. Hopefully it comes to global sooner than later. Refund, what about the free-to-play players? They get shafted? No. Bombay, if you read my statement, it actually has very little to do with the refund. The refund itself is just to have. Alright, the refund is just to get Google's attention, just to get Apple's attention. You don't have to have a refund in order to get their attention. You can still file a complaint against the game because the game deserves it. The producers have made an error that has affected the player base. And the error that's affected the player base is not the initial issue. That's something guys have to that's something you guys have to understand. I'm not complaining that there was a crappy SR Shenron that was mislabeled as a Tech Goku. I'm pissed off that Bandai fucked us over in the handling of the process. There is a clear and set precedence on how that's supposed to be handled. It is produced by Bandai, by their own actions in the past, and just a few months ago, by the way. It was only 2.5-3 months ago when they did this for JP, and it's the exact same issue replaying itself. The only difference is you've got one version of the game that is a haves, and one version of the game that is a haves not. And if you want to sit there and prescribe to yourself and say, well, we all know that this is just how global is, so we just need to bend over and take it, well, that's not going to solve anything. Alright? That's not the point. The point is, for all players, free to play and pay to play. Pay to play, I don't care if you guys get refunds or not. Alright? That's just because you guys have the ability to get refunds, shoot for it. Take every tool in your arsenal and use it. If you're not a free-to-play player, I've had guys on Reddit going, hey, I spent $300 on this banner, I didn't get a dime back, but I still wanted to submit a refund, or not refund, but I still wanted to submit a complaint because it gave me a voice. And even if my voice is just a small drop in the bucket, the more drops we have, the sooner we can get that bucket to fill up. And who knows, it might spill over eventually and something might get done. It's hope. Free-to-play players, among everything, that's what you guys have. That's what you should have, is hope. That something you can do can help. Alright? That your voice still counts as much as us pay-to-plays. As much as the whales. That's the point behind the letter, guys. Alright? It's not the immediate gratification of, man, I got $200 back. No. No, we shouldn't be celebrating that we're shafting our game. That's not the point. Alright? I don't want to shaft Bandai. I don't want to shaft Dokkan Battle. I like the game. I want to play the game. I want to support the game. That's capitalism. That's the way the game's supposed to be. That's what we're supposed to do. But if they try to screw us over, well, there should be some sort of safety net involved that's there to protect the player base. We're the ones spending the money after all, or the ones playing the game to some high extent. You know, even as free-to-play players, you guys are still the ones giving them your time, advertising the game with your friends, and everything else, and potentially being future clients. This is not how you treat your player base at all. And so we can't contact Bandai. We can't tell them what we think, because if we try, they'll just ignore us. We know this. We've been doing this for years. So the next best thing, hit them where they will be forced to to listen to somebody. They are forced to listen to Google. They are forced to listen to Apple. They're not forced to do anything about it, but Google and Apple will send through their legal department a letter telling them, hey, this is a problem. This is a no-no. You keep doing this, and we're going to start shutting down services. That will get their attention. That's all we're looking for. And Google and the way I've worded this document, that's not enough. On our end, it's only a good thing where we can drop it once Bandai acknowledges the issue that they made was an issue, and they're willing to rectify it with some kind of compensation. There's guidelines in the letter of what I feel are adequate compensations that are not overblown. Do we honestly expect to get these compensations? No. But here's the thing, when you're negotiating for something, you never just start off with what you're trying to get. If I'm going to walk in and I want to buy a car, and I think, that car has a sticker value of $10,000, and I want $6,000 for that car, or no, I want $7,500 for the car. Well, you don't walk in and say, sir, I want $7,500 for that car, and I'm not going to take $1 less. Well, they're going to look at you and laugh and say, oh, sure. And they'll say, well, it's at $10,000, we'll come down to $950. You know? No, you start off and you say, I want $6,000 for that car. It's a horrendous price difference. And you know they're never going to take it, but it's fine. Because now, instead of them coming down to $950, they're going to come down to maybe, you know, $875. Because there's they're going to try to meet you a little closer to where your idea is. And that gives you a little bit of wiggle room before you get to your 7.5. Okay, well, you're at 600, so now, okay, well, how about 675? Okay, well, they're going to come down a little more to maybe 820. And then you go, okay, well, what about 7.2? And they might come down to 8 flat. And you say, you know what, I'll absolutely take 7.5. And then they'll say, well, you know what, we'll meet you at 7.8. Deal. Okay, your goal was to hit for 7.5, you missed 7.5, you're able to get 7.8. That's better than paying 10. It's better than paying what you would have been paying if you started at 7.5. It's a negotiation. Yeah, I don't expect to get anything that I've asked for. That's fine. That's not the point of the letter. The point of the letter is just to have a starting point, something for people to think about and for them to talk. And I never specifically told them what we wanted. I just said, hey, these are guidelines of what's happened, but it's up to Bandai what they want to give us. So, that's enough blabbing from me for now. Hello, Iltrav, how are you? We need LR Cell, a Cell Arc category lead. That'd be kind of cool. Darren, what's up, man? And Javil, Multis, Ardewe. Yes, multi-summons Ardewe, my brother. Go over there. Nice. Hasn't it been a while already since this case happened? You lost your hope already, kinda. Not really, Bombay. It's only been a week, dude. In fact, they only made us privy of it on, what, Monday? So, it's only been like 3 days. Just finished the new Lost in Space. Pretty sweet show. Yeah, I might watch it. I saw it kind of over there and thought, it looks kind of interesting. Where to send the letter at? Alright, so Bombay, in Google, I would recommend contacting your Google or your Apple specialist directly through phone. Just talk with them and say, hey, I'm looking for a refund. Or if you are a pay-to-play, or if you're free-to-play, say, you know, I've got an issue with this game. I'd like to have an outlet to how to complain. I want to file a complaint. And they will get your email, and they will send you a link through your email. You follow the link, and there will be a whole process of a little form you fill out. And that'll send you another follow-up email saying, hey, we need more information. When you get the more information email, you can then paste whatever part of the letter or the letter in whole into that and send it back to Google or Apple and get your voice out there. Slater, I don't know if Global really does make up the vast majority. I don't think it does. I think Global and JP are either even, or the JP version has a slightly higher revenue stream. It's hard to believe, but I think it's true. I doubt Bandai cares enough to give us anything big. Probably 10 stones and an apology. I mean, they've already given us the apology, but I don't think it'll be 10 stones. It'll be more. at the very least, I'm still going to be shooting hard for a full refund of all stones spent on the banner for those 4 days, which is exactly what JP got, which is exactly legally what we should be entitled to at this point. I just want to say you can... oh, okay. Just seen the letter on Blue, and it's really good. Good to see a YouTuber, streamer make a really good letter like that. Nice, dude. Wish me luck. I appreciate it, Nero. Thank you, man. Yeah, if you guys want a reading of the letter, go ahead and run over to Blue's channel. He went ahead and did a reading of it and posted it about 3 hours ago. Did a really good job. I really appreciated him doing that. It's just, because I get it. It's a long letter. It takes a good 5 minutes to really get through, and a good 10 minutes to probably study it and understand what you're signing on to and what you're looking at. But I had to do that, guys. It's a business letter. It has to be followed. You know, there's certain etiquette you have to go through. It's supposed to be a legal form. You know, I'm demanding things in a legal way. I'm not a lawyer. I have never gone to law school, but I do know how these things are supposed to be done as far as business goes. And if anything, we'll see. Matt Lazito, you're back. Nice. JP makes a lot of money through players, not from JP. Basically, global players that want more up to... Yep. But I don't know. I mean, I do know that global, as of last year, according to Forbes, made $270 million in a 6-month period. Not even that, like a 5-month period, between January and June of last year, before the 2-year anniversary, but after LR Broly came out. Okay, so sometime in that period, they made about $270+ million. That's fucking insane. Okay, that's fucking insane. I mean, that's just that's insanity. Yep, thanks for explaining everything, and thanks for putting so much effort into the game and their player base. That's all I tried to do. Bombay, it was asked of me this morning by the free-to-play guru to try to get something in writing. Blue wanted me to get something in writing. So when I got to work this morning, I went ahead and drafted the letter and gave it to Blue. And Blue really liked it. He wanted to blow it up. So I said, okay, I'll start putting it through all my sources. I put it in with everybody I knew on Facebook, and that's been circulating through the rounds. I went and contacted Renzi, and he has, you know, he's blown it up successfully for us. All we need now is one other YouTuber to get their hands on Renzi, I think. I think that's what we need. Truth or Free or D-Free or any of those guys. Just get their hands on it and, you know, give their 2 cents on the issue. Obviously, they're going to want to argue it, say it's not worth it, it's not something that's reasonable. Obviously, that's going to happen. That's fine. They don't need to agree with me. Getting the idea out there, advertising the idea to a wider audience is all we need left. They can't. And then at that point, I feel like I've done all I can do for this issue. You know, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You're gonna be doing. You're gonna be going soon. All right, dude. No problem, Matt. You got work tomorrow. I know it's 9:40. Yeah, when I get done with this rank, guys, I get up to 4:40 or 8:40. We are done for the night. Nero. Wow, that's a little. It's insane. It's amazing that they make stupid money like that. Yep. If they act like bitches about the whole Rose banner situation. Exactly. Yes. Slater also having Renzi on the side is huge. Yep. Man is cornerstone for all of Dokkan. Yes, he is. He got a lot of guys pissed at him for taking on my cause, but yeah, my cause is exactly right in line with Renzi's awesomeness. He loves being a disruptor every once in a while. I told him, I said he didn't have to sign on for it if he didn't want to, but he thought it would be a fun thing to do, so he decided to join, which I appreciated. I think leaving Ichigo can do anything. No. Patron, no, I don't want Theo getting involved. If Theo takes it up and tries to get involved, that's fine. That's on him. He's not, I don't want to say he's not sensible, because he can be, but he likes to cause drama for the sake of drama. Not saying that in a bad way. A lot of us YouTubers, we like to do that. There's no such thing as a bad situation. You can't let one go to waste. But I'm sure many of you understand what I'm trying to say. Certain YouTubers, Living Ichigo is part of this, will blow it up and try to make it more about them than the issue itself. I trust other YouTubers. I trust Imani if he takes the time to look through it. I trust D-Free. I trust The Truth. I trust Nano. Rhyme, I want Rhyme to look at it. I think Rhyme could probably tear it apart. But here's the other thing too. Rhyme, Nano, The Truth, D-Free, none of them are very good advocates for global. They're all very well in the sack for JP. Not that they're paid off by JP or anything. It's just, that's where their accounts are. That's where their bread and butter is at. They snide and chuckle and everything else when it comes to global. And they don't understand the global player base. I think a few of you guys have made comments that their response is, well, if you don't like global, then just join JP. You know, that's not the answer. It shouldn't be the answer. It doesn't matter what game it is. So I'd like to find somebody who's actually a decent global advocate, and that's why I liked Imani, because he's a global advocate. Blue Piccolo, global advocate. Myself, you know. Living Ichigo, that's it. I don't think he takes sides. I think he's just kind of a mercenary, wherever the winds blow for him. I think that's the best way of putting it out there, without being disrespectful or putting him on blast or anything else. And if I did, I'm not intending to. I'm not trying to. Let's see. I need to get in contact with D-Free. He'd love to promote something like this. I don't know, Slater. I don't know if he would. I don't know. At this point, if it doesn't happen by tomorrow, I'm not going to try to bring it back up. You know, these grassroots movement things, they have to come up on their own. You know, the right person at the right time needs to see the right stream and needs to, you know, get on at the right time. A man, a plan, and a time, right? All great things in history require that you've got the essential man with the plan, you know, and history behind him. And if you can't force that to happen. So if we don't get another YouTuber to hop on board and the situation burns itself out, it burns itself out. In the end, the player base has to be the ones to keep this burning alive themselves. It's up to you guys to, you know, petition and to get every, you know, in your groups, in your Facebook groups, to spread the word about it and be your own advocate, to fight for it, to understand what it is you're fighting for, not to say, well, I don't really know the exact particulars, but I know Nate says it really well and it sounds really good, you know, but we just need more. You know, no, you need to know what it is you're fighting for, you know, even if it's not the exact same thing I'm fighting for. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing, but know what it is that you're fighting for. What people get mad at Renzi, well, Slater, people get mad at Renzi all the time. That's nothing new. He knows that. You would say D-Free and Nano are very balanced between JP and Global, not The Truth or Muscle. You love how Dimani is very global focused. Well, yeah, Monty and I, we're in the exact same boat. We both have whaled very hard and invested a very long time in our global accounts. So it's really hard for us, and plus we both have everything we ever need. It's very hard for us to justify moving from global to JP. We just can't do it. So, yeah, I mean, Monty's a good guy for that. D-Free stated in his live stream about the refund that if we want to send him anything, he will support it. Well, if somebody wants to do that, then so be it. I don't want to be that kind of guy who goes, oh, D-Free, look at me, oh, because it's not about me, guys. This document is for the community, it's for you guys. Renzi wanted to know if I wanted my name on it in the beginning, and I told him, I said, he can put my name on it if he wants, he doesn't have to. I said, I don't mind either way. This is a contribution to you, okay, for the community. He did put my name on it, and, you know, Blue gave me credit before reading it and everything else, and that's fine. Whatever, I don't care. So if you guys want to take the initiative and go to, you know, D-Free and say, hey, can you look at this? Feel free. Drop my name if you want. Don't drop my name if you don't want to, or whatever. It's fine. I'm happy to answer questions if anybody wants to contact me and pick my brain on the matter so they've got a full understanding of it when they're reading the letter. That's fine as well. But I'm not going to be pushing the matter any more than I already have. I don't want to be an annoyance to the community. I don't want to, you know, there's a certain point where the responsibility lies on your shoulders, not mine. I've put the work in as far as, you know, the grunt work of laying out the idea and the concept, but I can't make it all happen myself. And I shouldn't. This isn't my crusade. This isn't my battle. This is yours. And I mean each and every one of you. You know. So if you guys want to get this to the other YouTubers and pick their brains about if they've read it or if they looked at it, that's up to you, not me. The highest ranked player legit on global, right? Yep. Renzi checked, and you say that there are players above you? Yep. As far as Renzi can tell, there's nobody else legit above me. He's never actually provided me with a list. I don't know how many players are actually above me, but he says a lot of the accounts above me are his old band accounts. You're fighting for what you tell me. Kim Jong-il, you don't need to fight for anything I say. Like I've said before, learn and understand your own way. Don't just do something because somebody else tells you to do it. That's not at all what we're here for. We're here just to educate, and we're here just to help you guys make a decision, help you guys formulate the ideas that are in your heads. A lot of you are looking at the situation and go, you know, there is something here that's just not right. Something hasn't felt right, you know? And you just couldn't put your finger on it for whatever reason, or you weren't sure how you could articulate it, how you could explain it in words. And that's fine, you know? Wherever there's content, Living Ichigo is there, on the scene, on the ground, in the middle of the war zone, in front of a green screen. Sounds like a really bad news anchor intro. Gaming Riggers, what's up, dude? How are you, man? Who's Renzi? El Patron? Renzi is the guy who runs the DBZ space. If you've ever been to his website, he's also a data download, guy. He looks at the information as it comes in. His website automatically posts the cards that are in the new data downloads. He's got the whole encyclopedia of information as far as what cards are out there in JP, what's in global, kind of like the Wikia, but a little bit different. Kind of the Wikia with what's coming up in the next few days kind of thing. Plus, he's got good resources and contacts with all of the Dokkan YouTubers and everybody else who's in the community on the subreddit. Renzi is a good friend to have. Grateful that I have him as a friend. And he is just a chill guy. He's very humble. Doesn't give himself enough credit for who he is and what he's built. LR's Frieza is incredibly boring. You think? Slater, where is the article on Reddit? You know, I don't know if it was taken down by one of the mods or not. I can find it in my I can find the article in my like in my messages, and it was there a few hours ago, and now I can't find it on the main page, but I can still comment on it, and I can still respond and reply to all the other comments that are there, and there's no note from any admin saying they've taken it down for X, Y, or Z, and I didn't break any rules in the process. I flared it correctly, and it was up for 5 hours. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. If you want the article, Slater, just run over to Blue's stream. You can find it over there. He's got the reading of it there. Probably the easiest place right now to find. Or go to Renzi's blog. Shadow, Arnaud, what's up, man? Justice for Global. Something. At least get some juices flowing. Again, nothing will ever happen if we don't ever do anything. If we do nothing, nothing will happen. And that's the other thing, too. Put a link to it? Sure. Hold on, guys. Let me find it. I'll find it real quick and I'll see. If you guys want to blow it up real quick so we can get the subreddit to kind of see it again. I'm gonna find the one on the Reddit, on the subreddit real quick here. Alright, here's the link for it, guys. I'll copy it over real quick. There we go. Okay, you guys should be able to see that now. There you go. So, yeah, feel free if you guys want to go over to the DOKKAN subreddit. Take a look at that. That's the original article. It's been cleaned up a little bit when Renzi posted it on his blog. There's a link to Renzi's blog as well in that article on the subreddit. Feel free to go and hit that up if you guys want. It got a little bit of traction. Basically, you guys can see some of the pushback we got in the community. Mainly, I think, from JP users who are just salty that global users are trying to get what they got. Kind of get that feeling, you know? But it is what it is. Matthias! Most of the DOKKAN YouTubers just say JP is better. Deal with it. That's how it is. See, and that's the thing. I'm not trying to say that that's not necessarily legit, but there's got to be something more to this game than that. We got to be able to expect something more from this game than, hey, look, I'm sorry, you know, that's just how guys are. You take them out for a date, and then they think they can get your pants and rape you. You just have to deal with it. Just because that's the status quo. I'm sorry, but, you know, if you try to sit in the front of the bus, well, you might get beat up by a couple of good old boys, you know, in that back alley. It's just how it is, man. Deal with it. Why should we deal with it? Why should we be content with, that's just the way things are. That's just the way things are done. That's just the way of the world. So why not get used to it and just stick your... Why? Right? I mean, yeah, it's hard to stand out like a sore thumb and annoy people because people don't want to hear it because they're afraid the status quo might change. But it's those who are afraid to change that are going to hold everything back. Those who are willing to stand forward and are willing to at least look at an issue and address it and voice their concern about it, well, at least we voiced our concern about something. And so next time when we decide to bitch and complain about how the game's being done, we feel like we're a little bit more entitled to that complaint because at least we've done something about it. Have the article, you just want to see it on Reddit? Ah, well, there's the link. We need to stand up for global. Yeah, we do. Maybe tag it as global analytics. I did. I tagged it as analysis for global. That's exactly how I tagged it. Did you send them the letter which is on the Reddit page? Matthias, I would send them Renzi's letter. Send them to Renzi's blog. It will give it a little bit more... it'll give it a little more weight. If you're talking about the other YouTubers, send them to Renzi's blog. Everybody knows Renzi. Not everybody knows me. I know that DeTruth knows who I am. I know that Demoni, of course, knows who I am. Living Ichigo knows who I am. D-Free doesn't really know who I am. Of course, Rhyme and I have never made acquaintances. And Nano doesn't have any clue who I am, and that's fine. I've never really cared about being known. But everybody knows who Renzi is. So if you guys are going to send anybody anywhere, send them to Renzi's blog. Blow it up there. I'm almost done, so you'll stay? Alright, nice. Oof, 7 a.m. Bombay! You hate time zones. Rip. I could have joined earlier, but you were sleeping. Well, sleep is good. You gotta have some sleep, Bombay. I'm glad you're here with me now, man. Ooh, we're almost at 5,000 gems. Woohoo! Gems! Incredible gems! Incredible! Alright, I will be done soon, guys. I've got like 4 runs left at this. We'll be done here in a minute. Shall I see? Hopefully they do something about the whole situation. Just tired of taking shit from Akatsuki. That's the other thing too. In my complaint, I did not bother to complain about Akatsuki. So if you guys will notice, there were a lot of things I decided not to do in this letter. I wanted to make this letter as PC as I could. I decided not to attack the game developer. I decided just to attack the producer, which is all that Google Play cares about. Google Play does not care about Akatsuki. Akatsuki is just the folks who... they're not the ones who get the money, alright? Akatsuki is not the ones who have the contract with Google Google doesn't care about the fucking developers. All right, Google cares about the producers. The producer, of course, is Bandai Namco. And I barely mentioned Bandai Namco in my letter. I just kept referring to them as the producers. Or I actually, I think I can refer to them as producers. Whatever. I refer to them correctly how I refer to them. So I did not bring Akatsuki into the letter. I highly suggest you guys do not do so either. That complaint is a complaint that needs to be addressed to Bandai. Alright? Now, of course, Bandai is going to fall on deaf ears and they're not going to give a shit. Fine, whatever. But that's where it's appropriately put. Not with Google. Let's see. Eric, you're friends with Rhyme? That's cool. Slater, it says under your title that it got removed. Oh, rip. Why are the gyms incredible? I figured it got removed. I wonder why. Maybe it just caused too much controversy. I mean, nobody ever contacted me. I mean, usually when they remove one of my posts, one of the mod staff will pop in real quick and say, hey Nate, just letting you know that, you know, this is filed in the wrong area, we're going to remove it. Or they'll, you know, send the bot in to tell me. But either way, you know, they'll usually contact me. I noticed that, like, I wasn't getting any traction after, like, about 7-8 hours ago. And I was like, yeah, it got removed. But the link for Renzi's post should still be in there. And that's fine. The fact that it's on Renzi's page is more important for me anyway. Renzi's getting us a lot more exposure than we probably would be getting currently with the subreddit. Global and JP may be different, but that just doesn't mean you should treat Global differently than JP. Yeah, exactly. You know, and here's the thing. It's less about the mistake that originally happened. A lot of people get bogged down with, well, was it really that big of a deal? Well, was Watergate really that big of a deal? I mean, it was a small break-in at in a hotel room. Was it really that big of a deal? Well, no. But what ended up happening was it was the cover-up. It was the aftermath. It was everything that happened afterwards that becomes the big deal, that becomes the story, that becomes, you know, the deal. So don't get bogged down on the fact that, well, it's not like they're out here beating us and preventing us from buying stones. And I mean, who really even noticed that it was there? Nobody was really pulling for that card. That's not the point. The point is, there's a certain compensation, a certain expectation for a mistake that was made. A unit could not be pulled. It doesn't matter if 1 out of 10 players could see that mistake, 1 out of 100 players could see that mistake. As soon as Bandai acknowledged the mistake existed, all players were entitled to a compensation that would be comparable to what JP got. Period. Bandai shot themselves in the foot. So the argument needs to shift from, well, it's not a good enough reason to be going to fight for it. If it wasn't a good enough reason to fight for it, I wouldn't be fighting for it. Bandai equals good, Kotsky equals evil. Eh. Subreddit mods are Bandai spies. If you're able to guess how many stones you use to refill your stamina, total, where would you guess be? I know that I'm about 2 to 3 bars of stamina. 3 full bars of stamina, and usually with a few extra runs afterwards. That's like at night, I love it because I can just get to that point where I only have like 2 runs left, so I'll just go to sleep. Wake up in the morning, I'll have all my stamina refilled and good to go. At least enough to roll over to the next rank. So you're looking at, but during the day, 3 stones I'm using every rank right now. Hey, it's not cheap. A lot. Slater, the link has been removed. Let me follow it real quick. I'll go over to Renzi's page, and I'll post that link. How's that, guys? Last thing we'll do here tonight. We'll go over to Renzi's. I'll give you Renzi's blog post. You guys can see it over there if you want. Here's the link for Renzi. I'll go ahead and copy that over for you guys. For anybody who wants to see a place for it, Renzi put this on his blog. This is the letter that we're talking about. He cleaned it up a little bit. It's definitely better than it looked on the subreddit. So there you guys go. Yeah, no problem, Nero. What's the question? Was the Goku showing up as a placeholder? Public knowledge before they mentioned it in the... Alright, here's the thing. Yes, it occurred for 4 days. Not very many people really notice because it is an SR card. Very few people actually go all the way to that backside as an SR. Answer is no, it is not a placeholder. The placeholder for the banners when cards don't show up is a blank screen. Nothing actually holds it. There's no such thing as a placeholder. That part of the announcement where they say that it was just a placeholder, it doesn't actually change anything, that's actually a lie. It's not true. This was confirmed by the French data miner who made a big old stink about it immediately following this announcement, okay? Did some people see it? Yes, a few people did see it before the announcement came out. That's actually why Bandai made the announcement. Somebody reported it to them. Did I know about it? No. But that's not the point. I don't have to know about it. Just because an action is taken and you're unaware of it, if you fall inside that class of when an action occurs, then you are entitled to be part of that class. And who is entitled to that class? Everybody who pulled on the Rosé banner during the time of April 20th through the 23rd. I mean, think about it. How often do you guys get something in the mail that says, hey, did you happen to do business with this person during these dates? If so, give our law office a call. You may be entitled to be part of this particular lawsuit in this class action settlement. That's actually how class action works. People who were unaware that an issue actually happened. You don't have to be aware that something happened against you in order to take place in the retribution for that. It happened against you regardless of whether you knew it happened or not. And that's the problem. If Bandai had not said anything to us, very few of us would actually know anything had actually happened. And they probably could have gotten away with it. But as soon as they made mention of it and told us all about it, we all fall into the class of, hey, that belongs to me now. And we have every right to say that. And nobody should be allowed to talk you guys out of saying, well, no, it doesn't. You guys don't get entitled to anything. You're global. You don't get anything special. Really? Think Z-Shop will be back in action soon? I'm hoping. I hope so, TL. The fact that they made the mistake in the first place. Yep, and they didn't give us anything back for the mistake. And I'm not asking, and we're not just saying randomly, we just want something back. I'm saying in order to make it fair, what's good for the goose has to be good for the gander. In other words, what was good for JP when this mistake happened is going to be good for Global when this mistake happened. And that's not, well, I deserve it. No, it's, this is what happened, this is what you do. This is called a precedence. When you do something when A happens and you give out B, well, when A happens again for somebody else, then it is expected that you will give out B. And no, and if you try to cover that up, well, then you're gonna be in a world of hurt. The more you try to cover shit up, the more you're gonna have to pay it back. That's plain and simple. That's how the world works, guys. They don't want to make the player base happy. It's more they don't really care, and I don't think they really know there's really much of an issue because they generally don't listen to the player base anyway. What's up, What's up, Ruben? Let's see here. Nick's view. Oh, you guys are thanking each other. Kim Jong-cool, it's crazy how toxic subreddit turns against posts wanting compensation. Well, you guys gotta remember too, I am not after compensation. Compensation is the means toward the end for me. I'm after just trying to establish a criteria or opening up a link of dialogue between the player base and an advocate for the player base that can get something done. Obviously, I'm putting all my eggs in the basket that Google Play and Apple can be that advocate for us. And if that's the case, if it can help prevent issues like this from happening again, you know, help with the turnaround times for for rewards, help with the turnaround times for mistake compensations. Keep make Bandai think twice the next time they decide to try to cover something up or to try to shovel something under the rug. You know, even if that is all that comes of this, if that can come of this, well, that's all that I'm after. And yeah, the short-term gratification of many of you might be able to get your stones back by using these arguments, that's a good thing. Alright, it's a short-term. It makes you guys happier because you get some of your money back. And that hits Bandai in the pocketbook, which is the only place we can actually do any real damage to them. But it didn't show the Goku in your game. It doesn't have to, Matt. Matt Lazito, it does not have to. The very moment Bandai acknowledged that this issue existed, it put us all in the same classification. Because they decided that instead of handling it, saying just, you know, hey, there was an issue in the game that affected a very few number of peoples, and we've gone ahead and compensated those people, and here's enough stones, here's like 10 stones for everybody else in the game for wasting your time. Sorry about that. You know, hope you continue playing the game. If they had gone that route, then yes, we didn't see the Goku. We don't get to be able to take place in the compensation. Tough beans. But the very moment they said, "Hey, this happened. We don't know how many people are actually affected. We think it was a kind of rare number, but you know, it kind of sucks anyway. But anyway, thank you very much for getting first place for us, and we appreciate all the money. Fuck you." You know, as soon as they go that route, it opens it up. That was a mistake on their part. And it opens it up to litigation on our end. That's the reason why people are mad and annoyed. Oh, I know. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. I mean, how many people actually realize that it occurred on their end? You know, and it didn't occur every time. It might have occurred the first time. It didn't occur the second, third, fourth time. And you never would have even known, but you still fall into that class. And even if Bandai decides that, oh, we're going to compensate the players that it actually affected, at least they've done something. And I'd be okay with that. Even if it's a minority, a 1 or 2% of the player base got some kind of compensation or refund from Bandai for it, I would be okay with that. It wouldn't have to affect me. It wouldn't have to affect you. It wouldn't have to affect the entire player base. That's fine. But that's not the point. Again, like I told you guys earlier, the art of negotiation isn't to try to get everything that you want from the very beginning. I would just want action to be taken. It doesn't have to affect me in particular. I'm willing to sacrifice myself from getting refunded stones on the Rose banner if it means that Bandai ends up taking some kind of action in the end. Alright? Again, I'm not after the car for, you know, I'm not after trying to get the car for $6,000 if it means I can get the car for closer to $75. And doesn't mean I don't have to worry about trying to pay close to sticker. That's negotiation. And you guys need to understand, that's what you're signing on to. You're not signing on to trying to get yourself stones. A lot of people think that's what that letter's about. That letter is more about negotiation than it is about stones. Okay? And if Bandai were to read it, their business department would look at it, and they would see that. That's how it's worded. Simple Noob. What's up, dude? What's going on? Not much, man. Not much, Simple Noob. You're not walking anything. Ruben, plain and simple, Akatsuki doesn't give a crap. And that's why I'm not forwarding anything to Akatsuki. Luckily for us, Akatsuki doesn't give out the orders to give out refunds. Akatsuki does a lot in this game, but the marching orders to do the refunds do not come from Akatsuki. Alright? They don't have the authority to do that. It's not their money that they're giving back. Bombay, it's been so long since the Discord disappeared. It's been about a month. This is why we have to use Google and Apple to make them give us crap. Exactly. And hopefully we only have to do this one time. That's the hope. That it gets resolved this one time, actions are taken, and we don't have to go any further. And even if the message is sent that, hey, Global is not going to take this line down anymore, we gotta treat them a little bit better, or with a little bit more dignity or respect or fair play or equality or however you want to put it, then our job is done. Even if it means we don't get stones in compensation in return. Something. Alright? This is more a shore of insurance against next time. Improvement is to improve Dokkan Battle. Exactly. You know? And I think all players should be on board for improving Dokkan Battle. Well, guys, we have hit rank 840. I am successfully where I wanted to be tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming into the stream, hanging out with us tonight. I had fun. If you guys have not smacked that like button for me, I would highly appreciate you do so. No respects for me. Oh, Kim Jong-cool. You sassy bastard. Alright, guys. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful evening. Smack that like button for me. I will be back. I'll see if I'll be back tomorrow night or not. I'm gonna be busy from that company picnic. I'll see. I'm gonna be tired. But I'm gonna see some pretty cool cars. I might take some photos of a few that might come around, and I'll post those. I don't know. Somebody's Discord, maybe somewhere. Alright, everybody. Thank everybody for being here. Let's see here. Anybody of any particular? Matt Lazito over on Twitch. Thanks for popping in tonight. Slater, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us tonight as well, man. I want to give, again, big shout-outs to our friends of the channel. Definitely Blue Piccolo, thank you for making this as much a cause for yourself as it was for me. Also, doing the reading of the letter that I wrote. I know the linguistic gymnastics of my writing can be exhausting. So I want to give a huge shout-outs to Blue. If you guys have never been to Blue's stream or his channel, please check him out. Of course, I think pretty much everybody here who has and is. Also, again, huge shout out to Renzi, because the Dokkan subreddit decided that I may be too controversial. Surprise. So, Renzi, thank you for being a host for my letter and giving some sort of credentials in case any other YouTubers wish to check it out. Guys, I'm officially out of here. I hope everybody has themselves a wonderful night. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I will be back soon. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Doing plenty of rank grinding, and of course next week with World Tournament starting, we gotta have some World Tournament streams. Alright everybody, I'm out of here. Peace.